A woman is as sweet as honey as long as she don't want no money.
La 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 la. Make more boom. Let's just say it's after dinner. You've got a fork in your hand. Where?
Keenan Ivory Wayans breaks silence on In Living Color scandals. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most groundbreaking and controversial sketch comedy shows in television history, In Living Color. But this isn't just another nostalgic look back. We're uncovering the shocking behind-the-scenes drama, the fierce cast rivalries, and the network battles that nearly destroyed the show before it could change comedy forever. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some cast members still refuse to speak to each other today, why one performer was allegedly blacklisted from Hollywood, and how a single sketch nearly caused a diplomatic incident. But first, let me ask you something. Did you know that cast members were secretly recording conversations to use as leverage against the creators? Drop a comment below and let me know if you can guess who was behind this. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes entertainment content. Turn on notifications because we're about to spill secrets that the network tried to bury for over 30 years. The revolutionary beginning that almost never happened. In 1989, television comedy was dominated by Saturday Night Live, but there was a glaring problem. Where were the diverse voices? The entertainment industry was essentially segregated, with minority performers relegated to stereotypical roles. Enter Keenan Ivory Wayans with a radical vision, a sketch comedy show featuring primarily black performers tackling subjects other networks wouldn't dare touch. But Wayans had been developing this concept for over 3 years, constantly rejected by every major network. NBC executives literally laughed him out of their offices, telling him urban comedy doesn't translate to mainstream audiences. CBS suggested he create a traditional black family sitcom instead. ABC demanded he remove all political content and edgy elements. Here's where it gets interesting. Fox executives were initially terrified of the concept. They worried about advertiser backlash and whether mainstream America would accept such bold content. The show was almost rejected 3 times before getting approval, and only after Wayans agreed to let the network have final script approval. But here's a secret that will blow your mind. The original pilot was so controversial that Fox made Wayans reshoot it entirely. The first version included sketches deemed too politically charged, including one that lampooned a sitting Supreme Court justice so brutally that the legal department intervened. The grueling 6-month audition process assembled an incredible cast. Brothers Damon and Marlon had to prove themselves despite family connections. Tommy Davidson impressed everyone with over 50 different impressions in a single audition. David Alan Grier brought Broadway credibility. The controversial choice was Jim Carrey, the only white cast member whose manic energy would either complement or clash with the show's urban sensibility. Here's what's truly shocking. Jennifer Lopez wasn't even supposed to be on the show. She auditioned for a different Fox program, was rejected, but a casting director saw her in the hallway and thought she might work as a backup dancer. Her initial contract was for only 3 episodes. The chemistry was electric from day one, but so was the tension. What I'm about to tell you next will shock you about what was really happening during those first rehearsals. Behind-the-scenes drama that nearly destroyed everything. Now here's where the story gets really juicy. The success of In Living Color came with a psychological toll that few understood at the time. Keenan Wayans maintained strict control through what cast members called the Keenan Rules, guidelines dictating everything from improvisation to interview comments. Breaking these rules resulted in reduced screen time or temporary suspension from sketches. Tommy Davidson felt Wayans was deliberately limiting his screen time to prevent him from becoming too popular. Davidson kept detailed journals documenting what he perceived as deliberate career sabotage, containing explosive accusations about favoritism, creative theft, and behind-the-scenes manipulation. But wait, because it gets even more dramatic. Davidson wasn't the only one keeping records. Multiple sources confirm that several cast members were secretly recording conversations and saving memos as insurance policies against potential legal battles. The paranoia became so intense that performers would only discuss sensitive topics in their cars or off-site locations. Jim Carrey's situation was particularly volatile. While audiences loved his characters, some cast members felt he received preferential treatment because he was white. Heated arguments erupted in writers' meetings about whether Carrey's characters fit the show's cultural mission. Carrey allegedly threatened to quit multiple times during the first season, feeling isolated and unwelcome. The real drama centered on Wayans' family dynamics. Damon Wayans was increasingly frustrated with being overshadowed by his brother's creative control. Their arguments were legendary, with screaming matches heard throughout Fox studios. Security guards monitored the brothers during tense production periods. Here's the part that will absolutely blow your mind. Their mother had to be brought in multiple times to mediate disputes. Elvira Wayans literally sat in production meetings to keep her sons from destroying the show with personal conflicts. During the second season, tensions reached a breaking point when Damon threatened to quit unless given more creative input. The confrontation was so intense that security had to separate the brothers. This brings me to my second question for you. Have you ever had a family business situation go wrong? Let me know in the comments how you handled it. Physical altercations allegedly occurred backstage, with one incident requiring medical attention. The show's insurance company threatened to drop coverage unless anger management protocols were implemented. The fierce competition that divided the cast. Success created internal competition so fierce it nearly tore the show apart. Each cast member suddenly fielded offers for movies, television shows, and stand-up specials, creating impossible loyalty conflicts. Jim Carrey achieved breakout success with Ace Ventura, Pet Detective in 1994, earning $20 million while making $15,000 per In Living Color episode. His departure after season 4 created a vacuum and intensified competition among remaining cast members. Carrey's success created a domino effect of jealousy and resentment that poisoned relationships for years. Cast members who had been supportive friends became competitive and bitter, hiring agents specifically to compete against former friends for roles. Jamie Foxx joined in season 3 and quickly became a fan favorite. His Wanda character was so popular that Fox executives built entire episodes around her appearances. But his rising popularity created serious tension with established cast members who felt displaced. Here's an exclusive detail never reported before. Fox allegedly had secret meetings with Fox executives about his own spin-off show while still contracted to In Living Color. When this leaked to other cast members, it created a massive rift dividing the entire production. Some performers refused to appear in sketches with Fox. The competition became so intense that cast members began sabotaging each other's performances. Reports include hidden props, altered cue cards, and deliberate attempts to make fellow performers break character during live tapings. The Fly Girls faced brutal internal competition. Jennifer Lopez was clearly the standout performer, and her obvious star potential created jealousy within the group. Former Fly Girls described the competitive atmosphere, with dancers fighting for camera time and recognition. Here's my third question for you. Do you think healthy competition makes creative projects better, or does it destroy the collaborative spirit? Because what happened next shows just how destructive this became. Secret alliances formed within the cast. A Wayans faction protecting family members, a veteran faction including original cast, and a newcomer faction networking with Fox executives. The writers' room became a political battlefield where cast members lobbied for their characters and sketches. The network censorship wars that changed television forever. While cast members battled internally, In Living Color waged an even bigger war against network censorship that would change television comedy forever. The most famous battle involved the men on film characters, played by Damon Wayans and David Alan Grier. These flamboyantly gay movie critics generated massive controversy. Religious groups organized boycotts costing Fox an estimated $12 million in lost advertising revenue, while LGBTQ advocacy organizations criticized the characters for perpetuating stereotypes. Keenan Wayans refused to back down despite enormous stress. He had heated phone conversations with executives lasting hours, sometimes resulting in temporary show shutdowns. Here's something never revealed before. Fox hired a team of cultural consultants costing over $200,000 per season to review every script. This shadow censorship board had authority to demand changes without consulting the creative team. The Fire Marshal Bill character created another crisis, nearly resulting in federal intervention. After accidents allegedly inspired by the character, including a house fire injuring 3 children, Fox faced potential lawsuits and FCC regulatory action. The show was forced to add disclaimer warnings, and Carrey had to tone down the character's most dangerous behaviors. The breaking point came during the 1992 presidential election when sketches allegedly influenced voter opinions in key swing states. Network executives began demanding script approval for all political content, leading to Wayans' famous declaration that comedy cannot exist under censorship. Here's my 4th question for you. Do you think comedians should avoid influencing political opinions, or is political satire essential free speech? Let me know in the comments. International pressure became a factor when sketches mocking foreign leaders created diplomatic incidents. One sketch allegedly resulted in State Department complaints, and Fox was pressured to issue formal apologies to avoid affecting trade relationships. The censorship battles took enormous tolls on the creative team. Writers felt constantly restricted, unable to develop innovative ideas. Several talented writers left citing creative frustration. The shocking truth behind the show's cancellation. Now we come to the most controversial part: why this groundbreaking show was suddenly canceled at its popularity peak. The official reason was declining ratings, but the real story is far more disturbing. By 1994, behind-the-scenes problems had created a perfect storm, but external forces were also working to destroy the show. Carrey's departure wasn't entirely voluntary. He was essentially pushed out by cast resentment and network politics. His movie's success made him too expensive, but Fox executives also felt he was becoming a distraction. Fox was dealing with enormous advertiser pressure. Major corporations, including General Motors, Coca-Cola, and McDonald's, withdrew sponsorship deals worth a combined $35 million, creating a financial crisis. Here's an exclusive revelation never reported. Fox executives were secretly negotiating with other production companies to create a rival sketch comedy show designed to appeal to the same demographic while being more network-friendly. The existence of this competing project was kept secret from Wayans and his team. The final straw came during heated confrontations between Wayans and executives over creative control. When negotiations broke down, Fox decided to cancel rather than continue the battle, but they implemented a strategy to minimize negative publicity by conducting a deliberate campaign to discredit Wayans and shift blame to him. The cancellation announcement shocked everyone. Cast members learned through media reports rather than official notification, and many felt betrayed. Some were contractually prohibited from speaking publicly, creating a cone of silence preventing the true story from emerging. My 5th question for you is this: do you think networks should have complete creative control, or should creators have the final say? This remains a major issue today. The legacy that changed comedy forever. Despite its tumultuous end, In Living Color's impact on comedy and popular culture cannot be overstated. The show fundamentally altered how America understood diversity, representation, and authentic voices in entertainment. Individual success stories are remarkable. Jim Carrey became one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors, earning over $300 million in films influenced by his show characters. Jennifer Lopez transformed from backup dancer to global superstar with ventures worth over $400 million. The show's influence extends far beyond individual careers. It changed sketch comedy permanently, proving diverse voices could achieve mainstream success. Its influence appears in everything from Saturday Night Live's increased diversity to shows like Chappelle's Show, Key and Peele, and Atlanta. The show established new standards for satirical comedy and proved audiences hungered for authentic, diverse content reflecting America's true cultural landscape. It demonstrated the economic value of diversity, influencing network programming decisions for decades. The Fly Girls became cultural icons influencing fashion, dance, and music video choreography, introducing mainstream audiences to hip-hop culture and street dance styles previously underground. The In Living Color story ultimately reveals the price of groundbreaking creativity and courage required to change established systems. The show's creators and performers paid enormous personal costs to create something that changed television forever. These lessons remain relevant as new creators fight for authentic representation and creative freedom. The show's legacy reminds us that progress requires individuals willing to take risks and challenge norms, even when costs are enormous. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes content about your favorite shows. Turn on notifications so you never miss when we drop new videos exploring hidden entertainment histories. What other shows would you like us to investigate? Drop suggestions in the comments. We love hearing from our community, and your ideas inspire our best content. Thank you for being part of our community. What kind of videos would you like us to make next? Let us know in the comments. See you on the next video.